Now, listen, you guys, the arrest of Nicki Minaj in Amsterdam has opened a conversation around loyalty when it comes to the female rappers. And there are several celebrities that actually took their time to show their support towards Nicki Minaj. And at the same time, you guys, we're also going to be talking about Megan Thee Stallion and, of course, her song BOA actually flopping. And it is on its way out of the Billboard 100 on the second week in. And we're also going to be talking, you guys, about this entire situation with Remy Ma performing at Pride, as well as Caresha trying to backtrack, okay, on this entire P Diddy situation, all right? Now, these are the things that we'll be discussing in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the Tea Plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's theme. So first of all, you guys, we will be discussing about celebrities who actually spoke out and stood up with Nicki Minaj during this entire, trying time that she went through in Amsterdam. Now, first of all, you do know that Big Soulja does not play when it comes to Nicki Minaj. So obviously, as expected, he did speak out, and this is what he had to say. He said, "I hope Nicki is okay," and together with that, put a praying emoji. And obviously, the Barbz received that very well. And another person who actually came out and spoke out, initially was Tammy Roman. Okay, Tammy was like, you know what, it's insane that this is what they are doing towards Nicki Minaj, and she did that earlier on. Okay, and whilst everybody else was trying to be funny about the entire situation, Tammy said arresting Nicki Minaj in Amsterdam for weed where it's legal is insane. But they messed up because she was filming the entire time. Say, we know you took her luggage from her possession upon arrival and wouldn't give it back. Feels a little setup-ish to me, okay? And so Tammy had that to say. It also does seem like Cleopatra, who is Ice's friend, Paprika Spice, had this to say. She said, praying for Nicki. My sis don't got no business in nobody's foreign jail for real, okay? So, yeah, these are some of the people that actually spoke up for Nicki Minaj. And Akbar V also went ahead and she was talking about free my sister and things like that. I did see Rico Dana also, commenting on this entire situation. T.S. Madison, I think T.S. Madison also said let her go. These are people that were just showing support during this entire situation, okay? So it is only natural, you guys, that people who are out there always, praising Nicki Minaj, oh my goodness, my sister, this and that, people would expect them to say something in a situation like this. Now, one of those people obviously is Jetavia. Okay, you do know that Jitavia and Nicki Minaj obviously seem to be very tight, with Nicki Minaj encouraging her, motivating her. I remember a time where JT was like, I was not confident about my music, and Nicki Minaj came through and was encouraging me and, was just helping me get my confidence back in as far as the music, is concerned. So their relationship, they do actually speak on a personal level, and they have each other's phone numbers. Okay, I just had to put that out there. So obviously people were expecting Tavia to say something, and JT was nowhere to be found in the streets. Absolutely nowhere to be found. Instead, she was out there promoting a show. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but obviously fans are questioning, is everything okay, between the two of them? Because under normal circumstances, the JT that I know would have been on Twitter actually out there, speaking out for Nicki Minaj and things like that. So the fact that she went quiet, I'm just going to admit personally, it is giving me weird vibes, okay? It's literally giving me weird vibes. And I just hope that whatever the case is between the two of them, she will not fall into the trip of thinking that she's bigger than what she is already. Okay, and it's a good thing that she's going out there, fan farming. Okay, she's actually farming for her own fans, and I'm glad that she decided to desert the entire road of trying to pick fans from the Barbz. Do you understand what I'm saying? If any Barb is supporting her, it's because they genuinely like their music, and I'm glad that they're not supporting her just because she's cool with Nicki Minaj. Okay, because there was a point where, yeah, majority of her interactions on Twitter, it was just Barbz, and it kind of gave off weird. So now that she's back to basics, yeah. Let me know, you guys, what you think about this entire Jatavia situation. Other people were saying that, oh my goodness, she has Nicki's personal number. Maybe she called privately. And I'm like, are we going to go the BBL Drizzy route now? Like, are we going to go the Judas Degrassi route? Okay. Because that's what everybody says. Oh my goodness, Drake has Nicki's personal number. And I'm like, well, JT had Nicki's personal number even when, they were still having little Twitter exchanges. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm like, what changed? You can't be using that as an excuse. You can't be using her having Nicki's personal number as an excuse. But then again, maybe she was also busy, preparing for on tour or things like that as somebody who's on tour. So with this entire situation, I'm gonna watch how it is going to play out. If I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I genuinely do like Jatavia, and so I hope it's not trouble, okay, in paradise. I can only hope, okay, because when it comes down to choosing, I mean, do I even need to tell you what will happen? I hope it won't get to that though. Anyway, so let me know, you guys, in the comment section, obviously, what you think about that. And the next thing that we are going to be talking about, oh my goodness, I forgot to mention, you guys, that Isis also put some pink emojis, you guys, some pink heart emojis in the comment section when Nicki Minaj posted that video about the Dutch officer. And oh my goodness, did the Barbz not have field day with her? Here's what I think, you guys. Paprika right now is not my favorite person, but at the end of the day, if we're gonna be honest, it's doomed if she does, doomed if she doesn't. Okay, if she hadn't said anything, the Barbz would still be feeling some type of way. If she had said something like she did, obviously the Barbz would still be on her case. So at this point, you guys, I feel like she can't win. Okay, either way, she can't win with the Barbz, okay? Because they're still going to scrutinize and criticize and every little thing that she does, okay? And I think that, when you do shady stuff to Nicki Minaj and she responds to you, you kind of sort of get vindicated. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you do know that there are all those people who are waiting to support anybody that Nicki Minaj publicly declares to be at odds with, So that kind of helps you, and they kind of tell you that, oh my goodness, you're in the right. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that Nicki Minaj paid her dust is making the cross even heavier to bear for her. And I wish Nicki Minaj would handle more girls like this. They come out doing their shady stuff. She does not respond to them, because right now, I promise you, she is feeling worse than she would have felt if Nicki Minaj had, responded to her. Because at this point, it's just, she said that about Nicki Minaj. Nicki did not say anything. And even those Nicki Minaj ops don't have anything to latch onto so that they can fake support Ice Spice in going against Nicki Minaj. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I kind of feel bad for her right now. Okay. But then again, you reap what you sow. This is what she decided to sow. She allowed the internet to gas her up to think that she's extremely relevant, even more relevant than Nicki Minaj, only for her to wake up failing to debut again. So this just goes to show you that sometimes people will literally hype you towards distraction. And the next thing that we're going to talk about, obviously there are those naysayers that take any chance of Nicki Minaj seemingly going through it to celebrate, and people want to sit here and say that, oh well, Bongo 2 just posted a picture of herself making those facial expressions for no reason. And I'm like, get out of here. You all know that what she was trying to do. But then, you know what, at the end of the day, Nicki Minaj is big on a sold out world tour, an actual sold out world tour, where not one where people have to fake buy tickets and then try and fake redistribute it. Like, she's back on a sold out world tour, and you're stuck there taking selfies, making faces, and hoping that Bot Nation would be able to sabotage Nicki Minaj. Like, it's insane when you look at it. Like, she feels like she can never get to Nicki Minaj's level. The only way she can get to her level is to try and drag Nicki Minaj so that she gets down to her level. This is what they're trying to do, and this is very annoying, because if you're saying that your artists are competitive, why don't you let them compete and climb up to the level where Nicki Minaj is? It annoys me that they want to pull down Nicki Minaj so that she can come down to compete with their peasants. Like, it does not make any sense. Do you get what I'm saying? Anyway, you guys, let me know in the comment section how you feel about Bongo 2 and those silly selfies of hers that she decided to post during a time when Nicki Minaj was obviously going through it. And the sad part is, she's still winning. And moving on to another dad, Flo Milli, it does seem like Flo Milli is out there also feeling some type of way, trying to be funny, because when it was announced that Nicki Minaj was arrested, tell me why this flop of a girl decided to post a hoodie with a couple of mug shots and acted like she didn't know what she was doing. Well, newsflash, okay? If you're out there poking the Barbz, because Nicki, as far as I know, has not actively had any issues with this girl. So I find it rather weird that she would find the need to be this shady. So obviously the Barbz are on her neck. And I don't blame them, because people like to, here's the thing with people. People will poke, 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 and then they get a reaction. And that just because the reaction is a little bit overwhelming on their part, they start crying, oh my goodness, they're so full. Look at what they're doing. Look at what they're doing. But here's another girl. Nicki does not have an issue with her. There she goes poking. And when the Barbz respond, you guys are out there saying that, oh my goodness, you guys are, you're the B word, you're always. And I'm like, no, man, you're applying for it. You were looking for clout. You got it. You just got it in the way that you did not expect. Do you understand what I'm saying? Cousin Sloth obviously was all out there talking about a spaghetti and rice. At this point, I don't care about Cousin Sloth, okay? So let me know in the comment section, you guys, how do you feel about these celebrity reactions in as far as Nicki Minaj is concerned? And the one thing that I feel like people are mad about is this is all they can do. Do you understand what I'm saying? Troll from the outside is the best they can do, because nothing they do is going to affect her. Because like I told you, Nicki Minaj's career is made up of God herself, the Barbz, and those are the three ingredients that she needs, to succeed. So imagine stalling somebody for hours and then making them cancel their show, okay? Because the entire thing is to make a fan base mad, okay, and for her to incur extra costs, okay. But the main agenda, you guys, is so the Barbz could turn on her. That's why they were doing all this. That's why they try to stall her shows, to make her late to shows, so that the Barbz can say, oh, we're tired of you, oh my goodness, you're always late, oh my goodness, you're canceling on us. Because that was the point, you guys. But guess what the Barbz decided to do? They decided to go and lobby outside of a hotel room. Imagine the gag in that. These are the people that, they wanted to turn on Nicki Minaj. And these same people are out there chanting and shouting and supporting Nicki Minaj at 2 a.m. down in Manchester. Okay, so this is why, and at this point, you guys, the amount of influence that Nicki Minaj has, sometimes I get scared on her behalf, because I'm like, at this point, they've probably realized that, what, this woman is not going to live by our standards. Okay, they are used to putting in expiration dates on female rappers, and people just saying, oh my goodness, my time is up. But here is this woman defying all the odds. They are used to, artists out there, begging radio DJs, oh, play my music. That's the only way I can chart. And here comes in this woman with all the radio DJs blackballing her, and she's coming in with the Barbz, nothing but the Barbz and God, and she's still making it into the Billboard 100 Hot 100. So do you understand why this entire situation, honestly, I feel like it's high time they give it up, because I feel like the motivation also behind them trying to end Nicki Minaj is because they felt like it's because she's pretty, it's because she had a body done, and they didn't understand that, well, those were just complementary to the actual talent that she has. And they're only finding that out now. She has this talent, you guys. Even when she's not rapping, she just has this thing of being able to connect with the fans. Like, tell me why I was laughing. Like, the live that she did on the balcony had me through so many emotions. At first, I was like, oh my goodness, this is so sad. And then I felt so emotional. I felt so hurt. This is happening in the same video, you guys, that live video. And she was not rapping. And then I was laughing, you guys. In the same video, I was laughing when she was out there doing the English accent and stuff like that, the British accent. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's a relatability. She's just her. And there could never be another her. And I wish they would just accept that. But anyway, you guys, I'm rambling yet again. So let me know in the comment section what you think about that. And the next thing that we are going to talk about, you guys, we are going to talk about, I already told you that BOA is actually expected to flop 60 spots down into the 90s, okay, according to chart predictions. However, like somebody suggested in the comment section, watch it magically climb up, okay, once they get this entire preview of, oh my goodness, it's gonna be almost out of the Billboard Hot 100. That's when they up their payola. So you did see the predictions, right? If it gets to their ears, watch them up the payola and watch her being in the 60s, and you're like, oh, okay, what happened to the predictions? Are they not reliable anymore? Okay, at least if a prediction is -5 or +5, it's understandable. But if it's going from the 90s to the 60s, what happened between today and the day that boy is actually the Billboard Hot 100 is actually going to come out? Yeah, so this is what you get if you're out there trying to force yourself in a lane that is not yours. Anyway, moving on to another dad. I forgot to mention, you guys. Oh my goodness. Yes, I did see Saucy Santana trying to be funny and shady, and I'm like, at this point, boy, like, Saucy Santana, like, what are you? Compared to Nicki Minaj, like, what are you to even try and make fun of Nicki Minaj? Like, what tour do you know? What tour do you know, Big Bag? Get out of our faces, okay? The audacity of Big Bag to try and make fun of Nicki Minaj. The audacity, you guys. Oh my goodness. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, speaking about Big Beck, it does seem like her bestie is out there trying to redeem herself from the urinary allegations. You do know that, well, she came out herself and proclaimed that, well, she can be used alternatively as a urinary, allegedly. I don't know if this is alleged, because she said that, she does like golden showers and things like that. And so now she's trying to come out here and say that, oh, wow, I was just saying that to sell my cards. And I'm like, oh, like, there are many ways you could market a product, but admitting that you can be alternatively used as a urinary and get all that iron on your face from the pee is insane to me. That, like, no matter how desperate you are to sell a product, you can't come out here claiming things like that, unless, of course, they were true, So yeah, you guys, she is backtracking, okay? During a Twitter exchange with somebody, she was like, I did not do that. I was just saying that to sell my products. And I'm like, how old do we look? She said, do you remember why you fell in love with me? And this person said, when I found out you loved getting urinated on. And then she said, I was playing. A brother never ever peed on me. I did that to promote my card game, and it did exactly what I needed to go away. How old do we look? How old do we look? 6'9" God, and she a freaky ass. 6'9", she a freaky behind. The next thing that we're gonna be talking about, you guys, we're gonna be talking about Remy Ma. Remy Ma was out there performing at Pride, and I was just looking at that, and I'm just thinking, imagine what she thought was going to happen after she there, and look at her forcing herself into performing at Pride when there are allegations actually that she is, she has that phobia, like she's been disrespectful towards that community, and now you're out there, forcing yourself into that community, just so you can get somewhere to perform it. Imagine, you guys, life just has a way of humbling people. Like, you speak down on that community, you speak down on other people, and the next thing, for you to be on stage, you have to perform for that community. Imagine. Oh my goodness. Let me know in the comment section, you guys, how you guys feel about Remy Ma out there forcing a performance, at Pride. And yeah, just let me know what you think about that, you guys. Anyway, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, why am I hearing that Tyga and Travis are fighting, you guys? Like, oh my goodness, what happened? Are they fighting over Kylie? So apparently it does seem like Travis, Southside, and AE got into it, and that was all over, Tyga and Travis did not want to be mentioned in the same breath with Tyga. And I'm like, is Travis even together with Kylie still? So what is the beef about? Is it some like carry forward, balance brought forward kind of beef? what is happening with the two of them? I saw the bra and I was like, oh my goodness, this is insane, you guys. But anyway, you guys, it was nice hanging with you. It had been a while since we last hung out together. And, YouTube is doing its thing again. You know that from time to time they do this thing where I don't know if this is what you call shadow banning or whatever, but like you don't get notifications, you don't get anything like that. So the best you can do actually, if you do enjoy my videos, is to refresh the page from time and again to see if there are any new uploads, because listen, Annie, they've been playing with me. They have been playing with me. Okay. And so until my next one, see you.